This video is brought to you by hoodbeast.com. Design your own custom hoodies. hoodbeast.com.
What's up, everybody? I'm Seth Fowler, and today I'm reviewing a pair of multicolor MiAdidas Ultraboost. First off, I just want to give a huge thank you to Cop That Crep on Twitter for helping me grab a code for this pair of sneakers, because I'd been trying for months to actually grab a pair of MiAdidas, and I really didn't want to wait in any lines for it because the lines to grab codes were hours long, and so make sure to check him out on Twitter. I'll leave a link to his stuff in the description below. I met him in London at SneakerCon. He's an awesome guy, so make sure to check out his Twitter. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So for the last few years, Adidas has been running a customization service for their sneakers on their website called MiAdidas, or as you British people say it, MiAdidas. That doesn't sound right. And as you would expect, not all of Adidas' silhouettes are available to customize on MiAdidas, especially not the more sought after models. For example, the Ultraboost. Well, at least not until recently, that is. For the past year, Adidas has opened up a couple small runs of customizable Ultraboosts, and the only way to grab a pair was to actually have a code. The code, of course, is difficult to come by unless you live near one of the flagship stores and are willing to wait in a line for a couple hours, which is not really me. So over the last year, I've been looking for one of these codes just so I could have the chance to customize my own pair of Ultraboosts. And like I said, I gotta give a huge thank you to Cop That Crep because it came through in the clutch. When Adidas opened up a new round of MiAdidas Ultraboost, I was able to grab that code and customize my own pair. Now, before I get into the sneakers themselves, I just want to talk a little bit about the packaging. Unlike the retail pairs, the MiAdidas versions come in this black, white, and yellow box. This is actually the same exact box that all my crazy explosives have come in. I think it's just the generic Boost box. Another interesting omission is that instead of having a size tag, because of course this is a customized pair, there's just nothing, because of course we're not going to print out a customized color and size and all that good stuff for each individual pair, so it makes sense. So keep that in mind whenever you buy any kind of MiAdidas, because there's not going to be any distinguishing features of what the shoe is on the box. Inside the box, besides the receipt and the shoes themselves, you do get this black dust bag, which, I mean, it's pretty generic. It's just black with a little Adidas tag somewhere. There we go. And then finally, getting into the shoes themselves, here they are, the MiAdidas Multicolor Ultraboost. As you'll notice, I went with a relatively simple version of the shoe, and there's a couple reasons for that. The first is that the particular round of MiAdidas customization options that I had was pretty limited, so you could really only pick a black or a white upper, and then of course you could change like some of the tags and laces and the outsole, but all the colors that they had were kind of weird. Like they had this bright orange that I saw a lot of people do, which I'm just really not a fan of. I really dig this really simple, clean look, and then you have this nice pop of color with the rainbow. Whatever, I'll get into those details in a bit, but starting off with the toe box of the shoe, you'll notice that this is in fact an Ultraboost 2.0. You can tell the model of the Ultraboost by the knit pattern, and actually one of my favorite features of this shoe is that there isn't a gradient on the toe box. Just about all of the retail 2.0s have had some sort of subtle gradient on the toe box, and that's really only why I had one pair of the 2.0s, because I just didn't like the way the toe box looked. With the MiAdidas options though, they only did a solid black or solid white, which I think looks super, super clean. Let's be honest, it's the way the 2.0 should have looked in the first place. The prime knit itself is exactly the same as the regular 2.0 other than the color. It's the same amount of stretchiness, the same amount of comfort. Moving back on the shoe, if I recall correctly, I don't think you could change the color of the cage. It just matched whatever upper you picked. So of course, because I got the black upper, I got the black cage. Moving up the shoe, I opted to keep this thing simple with black laces and a black 3M tag at the top of the tongue. One big difference between the retail and the MiAdidas Multicolor Ultraboost, which also happens to be one of my favorite details, is that they actually printed the multicolor prime knit pattern on the insole of the shoe. That's a super cool touch. I really love how it looks. I love how the Ultraboost text just white and silver and keeps it simple. It's just a dope feature. Moving back on the shoe, you find the marquee design detail of the sneaker, the multicolor prime knit. As you all know, there is another multicolor Ultraboost. However, the prime knit pattern is pretty different from the MiAdidas version. Rather than breaking up the color with black, the MiAdidas version is just straight color on color on color, which I think looks sick. However, I will say this, I don't think this crazy multicolor pattern would have worked all over the entire upper of the shoe. I think it was necessary that they added these black lines in between the colors on the multicolor version, because this would have gotten way too busy. I think it really would have looked like those Pharrell tennis shoes, which I really don't like that much. I'm really happy that Adidas kept it simple and just made it a pop feature on the shoe. Continuing back on the shoe, you find this black heel counter with these hits of silver and gold on the Ultraboost text. Then moving down the shoe, you have your regular Ultraboost midsole. This is one part of the shoe you couldn't actually customize, like you couldn't change the color of the boost, because I assume painting Boost or dipping it or whatever they do to it is probably a lot more expensive than just changing the color of the knit. So I'm sure that's the reason why they didn't include include that option. And then finally, moving to the outsole of the shoe, I opted for an all black outsole because I wanted it to match to the upper of the shoe. And I think overall, this is a really clean shoe. Like I said before, I didn't want to do anything crazy with the shoe. I just kind of wanted to go simple with it because this pop of color is already crazy enough. Also, even though aesthetically, I think I like the all white version of the shoe better, I just have so many white shoes and they all get dirty so fast. I wanted to get something that I could wear pretty regularly. And that's why I went with black. Let me know what you think of my customization in the comment section down below, even though it's not really a customization. I kind of just went for the stock option, but I think it still looks dope. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's throw these guys on feet and see how they look. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what you think of the MiAdidas Ultraboost and what options you would like to see on the next version. Once again, thank you to Cop That Crep for helping me grab this pair. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to me, Seth Fowler, if you want to see more content just like this. And follow me in all other forms of social media. The links will be in the description below.